Have you ever felt disconnected from your true self and others? Do you sometimes struggle to find meaning and purpose in your daily routine? These feelings are common, but they don't have to define your life. Today, we'll explore ways to live from your heart, creating a more fulfilling and authentic existence. Let's start by understanding the heart-mind connection. Our thoughts and emotions are deeply intertwined, influencing each other in powerful ways. When we think positive thoughts, we tend to feel more positive emotions. Conversely, negative thoughts often lead to negative feelings, but it's not just a one-way street. Our hearts or emotional centers also play a crucial role in shaping our thoughts and decisions. Think about a time when you made a decision based on a gut feeling, even if it didn't make logical sense at the time. That's your heart guiding you. By learning to listen to both our hearts and minds, we can make more balanced, fulfilling choices in life. The first step in cultivating a heart-centered life is developing self-awareness. This means becoming more conscious of your feelings, reactions, and patterns of behavior. It's about taking a step back and observing yourself without judgment. When you feel an emotion arise, take a moment to acknowledge it. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why might I be feeling this way? Learning to pause and reflect is a powerful tool in building self-awareness. When faced with a challenging situation, try taking a deep breath before reacting. This brief pause can give you the space to choose a response that aligns with your values rather than acting on impulse. As you develop self-awareness, you'll likely notice areas where you're hard on yourself. This brings us to our next important point. Kindness starts with you. Many of us find it easier to be compassionate towards others than ourselves, but self-compassion is crucial for a heart-centered life. Think of how you'd treat a good friend who's going through a tough time. You'd likely offer words of encouragement and support. Now, imagine extending that same kindness to yourself. When you make a mistake or face a setback, try speaking to yourself with gentleness and understanding. There are simple ways to practice self-compassion daily. You might start by setting aside a few minutes each day for self-care. This could be as simple as enjoying a cup of tea in peace, taking a relaxing bath, or going for a walk in nature. The key is to do something that nurtures your well-being without any guilt or pressure to be productive. Another important aspect of living from the heart is listening to your inner voice. We all have an intuition, a gut feeling that guides us. However, in our busy, noisy world, it's easy to lose touch with this inner wisdom. Learning to tune into your intuition can help you make decisions that truly align with your values and desires. To strengthen your connection with your inner voice, try spending some time in quiet reflection each day. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that arise without trying to change or judge them. Over time, you'll become more attuned to your inner guidance. Trusting your gut feelings doesn't mean ignoring logic or reason. Instead, it's about finding a balance between your rational mind and your intuitive heart. When making decisions, consider both the facts and your feelings. Sometimes, your heart might be telling you something your mind hasn't yet realized. As you become more heart-centered, you'll likely find yourself naturally wanting to spread compassion to others. Small acts of kindness in daily life can have a powerful impact, both on others and on yourself. It could be as simple as smiling at a stranger, holding the door for someone, or sending a thoughtful message to a friend. These caring actions create a ripple effect. When you're kind to someone, they're more likely to pass that kindness on to others. Before you know it, your small act has touched many lives. Plus, being kind to others boosts your own happiness and well-being. It's a win-win situation. Building on this idea of connection, let's talk about creating authentic relationships. In our digital age, it's easy to have hundreds of online friends, but still feel lonely. Heart-centered living involves nurturing genuine, deep connections with others. To build authentic relationships, start by being present when you're with others. Put away your phone and really listen to what they're saying. Show interest in their lives and share your own thoughts and feelings honestly. It's okay to be vulnerable. In fact, opening up can lead to stronger, more meaningful connections. Quality is more important than quantity when it comes to relationships. It's better to have a few close friends you can truly rely on than many superficial acquaintances. Invest time and energy in the relationships that matter most to you. An important practice in heart-centered living is cultivating gratitude. This means actively noticing and appreciating the good things in your life, no matter how small. It could be as simple as feeling grateful for a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a beautiful sunset. Practicing gratitude can significantly change your outlook on life. When you regularly focus on what you're thankful for, you train your mind to notice the positive aspects of your life more often. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or challenges, but rather maintaining a balanced perspective. Try starting or ending each day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. You might even want to keep a gratitude journal where you write these down. Over time, you'll likely find yourself feeling more content and appreciative in general. Mindful living is another key aspect of a heart-centered life. This means being present in the moment rather than constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. When you're mindful, you're fully engaged with whatever you're doing, whether it's eating a meal, talking with a friend, or working on a task. Practicing mindfulness can help reduce stress and increase your overall enjoyment of life. It allows you to fully experience each moment instead of rushing through your days on autopilot. To start practicing mindfulness, try focusing on your breath for a few minutes each day. When your mind wanders, which it will, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. You can also bring mindfulness into your daily activities. For example, when you're eating, really pay attention to the flavors, textures, and smells of your food. When you're walking, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground and the movement of your body. These simple practices can help you feel more grounded and connected to the present moment. Living from the heart also means aligning your actions with your values. This involves identifying what's truly important to you and making choices that reflect these core beliefs. It's about living with integrity, being true to yourself in all aspects of life. To start aligning your actions with your values, first take some time to reflect on what really matters to you. Is it family, creativity, health, personal growth, or something else? Once you've identified your core values, look at how your daily life reflects these. Are there areas where your actions don't match your values? If so, consider what changes you could make to bring your life into better alignment. We all have moments where we fall short of our ideals. The goal is to move in the direction of your values over time, making choices that feel authentic and meaningful to you. Of course, living a heart-centered life doesn't mean everything will always be smooth sailing. You'll still face challenges and setbacks. The key is how you respond to these difficulties. Instead of seeing problems as insurmountable obstacles, try to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. When you're faced with a challenge, take a moment to connect with your heart. How can you approach this situation with compassion, both for yourself and for others involved? What can you learn from this experience? Often, our greatest growth comes from our most difficult moments. It's okay to feel negative emotions when things get tough. The goal isn't to always be happy, but to process your emotions in a healthy way. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, but try not to get stuck there. Look for ways to move forward, even if it's just taking small steps. Creating a supportive environment is crucial for maintaining a heart-centered life. This means surrounding yourself with people and influences that uplift and inspire you. Consider the people you spend the most time with. Do they support your growth and values? If not, it might be time to seek out new connections or limit time with those who bring you down. Your environment also includes the media you consume and the spaces you inhabit. Are you filling your mind with positive, constructive information? Is your home a peaceful sanctuary or a source of stress? Making small changes in these areas can have a big impact on your overall well-being. Setting boundaries is an important part of creating a supportive environment. This means learning to say no to things that don't align with your values or that drain your energy. It's about respecting your own needs and limits. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for maintaining your well-being and being able to give your best to others. A heart-centered life often involves finding ways to serve others and contribute to your community. This doesn't mean you have to make grand gestures or sacrifice your own well-being. It's about finding ways to make a positive difference, no matter how small. Look for opportunities to help others in your daily life. This could be volunteering for a cause you care about, offering support to a friend in need, or simply being kind to the people you encounter each day. When you give from your heart without expecting anything in return, you often receive much more than you give in terms of fulfillment and joy. Serving others isn't about depleting yourself. It's important to maintain a balance between giving to others and taking care of your own needs. When you're coming from a place of abundance rather than scarcity, you have so much more to offer the world. Living from the heart is a lifelong journey of growth and learning. It's about staying open to new experiences and continuously expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you. This might involve reading books that challenge your thinking, trying new activities that push you out of your comfort zone, or seeking out diverse perspectives. Approach each day with curiosity and a willingness to learn. Ask questions, listen to others with an open mind, and be willing to change your views when presented with new information. Remember, growth often happens outside of your comfort zone, so don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Developing self-awareness, practicing self-compassion, listening to your inner voice, spreading kindness, building authentic relationships, cultivating gratitude, living mindfully, aligning your actions with your values, overcoming challenges, creating a supportive environment, serving others, and embracing continuous growth. Remember, living from the heart is a practice, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent choices each day that align with your deepest values and desires. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep coming back to your heart, to keep choosing love and compassion over fear and judgment. Starting today, you can begin to cultivate a more heart-centered life. Maybe you'll start with a few minutes of mindfulness practice each morning. Perhaps you'll reach out to a friend you've been meaning to connect with, or maybe you'll simply pause and take a few deep breaths before reacting to a stressful situation. Whatever you choose, know that each small step matters. Over time, these choices add up, creating a life that feels more authentic, fulfilling, and deeply connected. You have the power to create positive change in your life and in the world around you. So, are you ready to start living from your heart? The journey begins now with this moment. Take a deep breath, connect with your heart, and take that first step towards a more heart-centered life. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all learning and growing together, one heartbeat at a time. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this video has inspired you to explore the power of heart-centered living. Until next time, keep listening to your heart and spreading kindness wherever you go.